A section of the subway car broke off and was swept away by a raging flood rushing toward the group at high speed. Acting fast, they took cover in a shaft, barely escaping, except for one person who wasn't quick enough to make it out. Inside the cave they discovered a ventilation shaft, but it was too far from the surface to be useful. At this depth even a phone couldn't get a signal. Then disaster struck again, the tunnel collapsed and a massive surge of river water came crashing in. As the water level continued to rise, 3 of them clung to an iron bar using their combined weight to force it down. Fortunately, their efforts paid off. Just as they prepared to climb up, one of them realized an asthma inhaler was missing. By now the water had risen to their waists. Someone had to dive underwater to retrieve it. Without hesitation, one person grabbed a flashlight and plunged into the depths. The inhaler was found, but on the way back the flashlight slipped from their grip, vanishing into the darkness. Without it, finding the way back became nearly impossible. Seeing the sudden loss of light, someone above acted fast, flicking open a lighter and igniting a makeup compact. The small flame flickered for only a few seconds before going out, leaving them in eerie silence. Struggling to breathe, one of them collapsed, not only from an asthma attack but also from the fear of losing the diver. Then the water's surface rippled and the diver emerged. The group quickly pulled them up and the inhaler was handed over. But relief was short-lived. The water continued to rise, soon submerging the iron bar. With no other options, they gathered on a floating bucket. One of them checked their phone and against all odds found a signal. A desperate call was made, but the surrounding noise drowned out their voice. On the other end, only the echo of the shaft could be heard. Before anything more could be said, the phone slipped from their grasp and disappeared beneath the water. Meanwhile, the subway car, unable to withstand the immense pressure, suddenly burst open, causing the water level in the shaft to drop instantly. By the time rescuers arrived, the group had already been swept deeper into the tunnel. Eventually, they stumbled upon an abandoned platform. Exhausted, drenched, and drained of hope, they collapsed to the ground. Just as it seemed all was lost, a beam of light pierced through the darkness from across the platform.